So our next speaker, the first time I met Leo, I knew somebody special had arrived to EXP. He's a huge Tony Robbins fan. He is a health nut. He's just, I love him. He's a really special person. And I go, this guy's going to be huge. And of course, he's going to be on the stage because I was right. We're always looking for talent. Are you a talent scout out there? Are you looking for talent? I nicknamed him Leo the Lion, and you're going to fall in love with him. He's just one of those special, special people. I'm so excited to see about where his life goes. And so help me welcome from Southern California, Leo Robles, everyone. Get him up here, wherever he is. There, where is he? He's around here. So here he comes, right up the middle. We'll hand him the clicker. Leo the Lion, baby. Here's your clicker.
All righty, man, I am excited. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Brent, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. This event is extraordinary. I just want to increase the energy in the room. So if everybody can stand up really quick, we're going to do some affirmations. This is something that I do on a daily basis with my team, just because I like to get things started off with energy. So first thing I'm going to say is power up, and you guys are going to just repeat after me, and I'm going to say a phrase, and you guys just repeat after me. But make sure you guys do level 10, all right? So, are you guys ready? Yeah. Power up! Power up! Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and every way I'm getting stronger and stronger. Every day and every way I'm getting smarter and smarter. I was born to win. I will never surrender. I will always keep growing. I was born to be great. Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what. All right, cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's how I start off my morning every day. I have like a list of about 35, 40 of those affirmations on a daily basis. I learned that from Tony Robbins. If you guys are going to build anything, you guys know you guys need a lot of energy. But man, EXP has completely changed my life. I'm just so grateful for, the people in my life. Gene, I get on the phone with him at least, 2-3 times a week. Thank you so much, man, for pouring into me. On the conversations. And, Brent, Gove, Rosie Rodriguez for blessing me with this amazing platform that could literally change my life. But man, I honestly, I'm going to share my story a little bit here. And I don't even know how to use this thing. Hold on a second. I got a lot of energy now. All right, what do I got to do? Click on the little green thing? Oh, there it is, there it is. All right, cool. I think EXP is the pathway to freedom, right? I think that's why everybody is here. And I just want to let you guys know that you guys are in the right room. You guys are in the right room, right? Isn't it like that? I've been in rooms in the past where I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't think I'm in the right room. You're definitely in the right room. Look at the people in this room. Everybody is here for a reason, and the amount of power and energy and the leadership that is here is just incredible. I've been in the business almost 17 years. I started at 18 years old. I dropped out of high school, went straight into real estate, and I went into real estate because I was looking for freedom. I was looking for the lifestyle. I was looking for I didn't come up with a lot of money in my life, so I wanted to make money and I wanted to make it fast and I didn't want to go to school. So I said real estate is going to be the way to go. So I started in 2005, right? The greatest time, I guess, for real estate, right? Not really, but I started off. I sold about 10 homes and my price points were pretty good, so I made almost $100,000. Here I am, 18 before 19, making $100,000. I'm like, man, I'm in the king of the world. I'm going to go buy that Mercedes-Benz now, because that's what I really looked at as being successful at that point. I bought a couple of suits, and then from there, one of my mentors at the time tells me, hey, Leo, you should become a real estate investor and buy a house. And you could flip it 6 months later, and then you could do like a quick little flip. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. So I ended up buying this property, almost $500,000 with an option arm. You probably, so you know how this story is going to go, right? Yeah. So I bought this home 6 months later. The prices are tanking. right? I got a payment of almost $4,000 a month, and I literally foreclosed that house. My car was repossessed out of the driveway, moved back in with my dad, and then my dad, his company, he was in construction, so even that industry got hit pretty hard. So, you know, the property, his business went to zero. He lost his house as well. Long story short, we moved into a rental property, and I wasn't aware enough to check title and do none of this stuff. I wasn't checking all this stuff, so I went to a rental property. We leased it out, gave the little down payment, and 3 months later, they foreclosed on that house, right? So that happened about 6 times in 1 year. I got evicted 6 times back to back, picking up heavy-ass furniture, you know, from place to place. And literally, my only motivation was to keep my cell phone on. Literally, that's what I was doing every day. Like, I was just like, I want to make my cell phone to keep it on. But I lost all motivation. I really didn't like my life at that point. I stopped working out. Even all of the personal development stuff that I had done, I was like, this is a bunch of crap. Like, you know, I read all these books. I thought, you know, whatever I put my mind to, I'm going to do it. And here I am, you know, living out of this little tiny house with no money in my pocket. So it wasn't up until 2008 October I found a mentor in my life that really changed my life. His name is Harold Wasson, and I always say his name because my life has changed because of the people in my life. Harold Wasson was that gentleman for me that really gave me direction, gave me inspiration, just really helped me to structure my day and really treat real estate like a business. And under his leadership, I said, look, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it. So he said, go do open houses. And I did that every single day. I did Monday through Sunday doing open houses, and that actually worked. You know, in the beginning, I sold, I didn't sell anything, actually. It took me about 6 months to actually make a sale. It took me 6 months of me doing open houses, but after 6 months, I had so much momentum, so much, like, you know, all of the objections handled, and I closed my first transaction, and my commission at that point was exactly $254 because of the payment. Yeah, and I owed RE/MAX like, I don't know, like 8 months of fees, right? So from there, though, my business just started taking off. Next year, I sold 40 properties. Next year, I sold 80. Next year, I sold 90 homes. Next year, I sold 100. Next year, I sold 154. And I remember being, at that point, literally changing my entire life around. I had got the car again. I had the house. I had a couple investments. I did a lot of flips as well. From 2009 to 2014, with myself and an investor, we did about 450 flips. So we did a ton of that. So my life had completely changed around. But I remember sitting in the car and making over $1 million and thinking, quote unquote, everything that I needed to be happy, and I felt like crap. I was missing like the purpose. I was missing I was invested 14 to 16 hours a day working every single day. I'm like, is this what life is all about? Like just making money and then like not seeing my family, like being in a relationship that I'm not even happy in. I was out of shape. Like, you know, I mean, I was taking listings like every single day, so I had no time to anything else. So from there, 8 years into RE/MAX, my mentor, he passed away suddenly. Like all of a sudden he passed. And then from there, I started to look for my new home. And I said, well, this is not working. I said, I'm making a lot of money, I'm doing a lot of sales, but I'm still don't feel fulfilled. So then the next move that I did was to Keller Williams. I said, Keller Williams is going to be that next step for me because I was invited to one of like a family reunion. I had a lot of like good friends there. And they said, come over here, this is going to change your life. And sure enough, it was a good move. It was a really good move for me at the time. They really started to stretch out my mind and really figure out, like, look, leverage is a good idea, right? You know, building teams is a good idea. So I did that, and I started to build teams, and I really found out, though, really quick that the teams that I was building, it was also taking as much time, even more than what I was when I was doing sales. And my return wasn't as great as what I thought I was going to do, but I still continued to do that. I said, no, I got to just recruit more agents. I got to recruit more agents to my team. And then when I would get them to do like 150, 200,000, then the next thing they would do, they would just kind of move to another team, or they would just go and do their own team, right? It was kind of training my competition in a way. So that kind of was like, wait, this doesn't really work as well as I thought it did. And then a team leader actually said, hey, you should become a team leader. You should become a team leader at an office and run a new office that we have in La Mirada, California. And I took the position. I said, this is great. I'm going to elevate my leadership position. And I took that, and honestly, it was an awesome experience. It was an awesome experience because I definitely elevated my leadership, and I also I really discovered that I can recruit talented individuals. I didn't know I could do that. So I brought over 67 agents to the company. I was rocking it, and then from there, my good friend for a long time, Rosie Rodriguez, gives me a call, and right, you guys know Rosie, she's a rock star. So she calls me up and she says, hey, Leo, we should go to lunch. And I'm vegan, so she's like, it's gonna be a vegan lunch. Let's go, right? That's how she got me, by the way, it was the vegan lunch, right? And she invited me to lunch, and from there, we're sitting having a conversation, and the conversation came up about EXP, and I said, look, I'll do some research. I kind of had heard about it. She told me she was really excited about it. She had a mastermind, I think here in Cabo, actually. She invited me to it, and I actually said no initially. I said, no, I'm not going to be able to make it. I should have done it, but I didn't do it, right? It took me about another 2.5 months, and it wasn't until the last conversation I had with Gene that really just really, like, he just stretched my mind, like, what was possible, right? Like, I had a conversation with Gene. He said, look, this is what I'm going to do. We're a change agent for real estate agents. I really believe that. And, here I am, 2 years and 8 months or something like that, and impacting now almost 500 agents, right, at EXP. EXP really, really has changed my life, and I'll show you a couple of different ways on how to really build it. But, this whole company is all about the relationships, guys. I really want to tell you guys, it's all about the relationships and the people that you're in business with. And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for every single one of the individuals here in this company, Gene, Brent, Dave, Glenn, for really creating this vision. 12 years ago, we definitely think we're innovators, man. Like, to really think about virtual back then, I mean, I was getting kicked out of houses, and you're over here thinking about virtual. Man, this is incredible. So, thank you, guys. Yeah, I was very virtual. I was shifting. That's true. Yeah. All right, so I think I got this thing right. Hold on a second here. Boom. There it is. All right, so 4 key elements to build. This is what I put here. So be the fire in the basement, right? This is something that, Brent, you always say this. You gotta create a fire in the basement. You gotta create the fire in the basement. But in the beginning, it's gonna be you. And you gotta bring that energy, and you gotta be that inspiration. You really gotta connect with your people, and you really gotta get excited about this thing, because when I saw EXP, I mean, I honestly couldn't go to sleep for 2 days. When I really got it, when I really grasped what it was, I couldn't go to sleep, because I'm like, wait, this is too good. Like, every single thing that I had as a wish list for a company, it checked off every single one of those boxes. And then it added 2 additional boxes that I didn't even know existed, which was, revenue share and the stock. That was incredible to me. So be the fire in the basement, guys. Like, if you really want to get this thing going, and you really want to start to take off, write your goals down for sure, but stick with the plan. Whatever that plan is for you, stick with it. One of the things, I mean, we just went through a pandemic. March, when I got all my supplies, and I got my water, my toilet paper, and all that stuff, I was like, all right, cool. I got my supplies. What am I going to do? So I decided to go all in on EXP. Like, literally, right? Everything was shut down. I said, I'm going to start calling agents. I'm going to get in conversation with them. But I honestly wasn't attached to whether they were going to move to the company or not. I just really said, you know what? I'm going to come from a place of contribution. I'm going to go and give. I'm going to be an inspiration to these guys. And it worked. I mean, my organization literally blew up because I went all in. If you really want this thing to go big, you really got to go all in. And you got to take less listings. You got to take less buyers. You got to really adjust your time, because whatever you focus on expands, right? Whatever you focus on expands. So here it is. So find your tribe. That's another thing I really want to tell you guys. You got to find your tribe, because it really is about who you work with, because work is going to take so much of our time. It's going to take so much of our time, right? Why not be surrounded with like-minded individuals that you want to work with and collaborate with on a daily basis? So find your tribe. It's super important, because our work, I mean, this is like, damn, this is our tribe right here, right? Yeah. I mean, what an amazing tribe. What an amazing tribe. And what can we do? Well, like, what's possible? What can we do with all of this collective energy? We have such a tremendous vehicle. And I really, truly believe that this is just the beginning. This is truly just the beginning. Like, this thing is just taking off, guys. So if you guys are sitting here and you guys are wondering, like, hey, am I late? No, you guys are right on time. Like, seriously, you guys are right on time. So the next thing I'll tell you, follow the process. Get with people that already had done this at a high level and ask them questions. Know their stories, right? I watched Gene's video probably like 150 times. Brent's video, I watched your video like over 300 times, literally, right? Rob Flick's video, Casey's videos, just get whatever video you can get your hands on and learn the stories, because the stories is what is gonna, people don't make logical decisions, by the way, right? We always think like, hey, you know what? This thing just makes sense. Yes, EXP makes sense, but if it was all about making sense, then every single agent would be here already. It's not a logical decision that people are making. People are making an emotional decision, so you gotta get their why. You gotta really get connected to their why. Like, that's the most important thing. So follow that process, and that process is, in the first conversation, guys, I don't even talk about EXP. I really don't try to sell them anything. I literally just get interested in what's important to them. What's important for you? What are your goals in the next year? What are your goals in the next 5 years? What do you see yourself doing? What are you passionate about? Right? And then at the end, I tell them, like, look, I know you're a smart business person. I'm not going to try to sell you this thing. I want to take some time to take a look at a webinar that really, breaks down the entire model. And then from there, decide if this thing could take your dreams and vision and make them a reality faster. Right? So don't sell it, guys. Celebrate and acknowledge. That's another big thing. That's one of the things that I do at a high level, is that everything. Somebody joins my company, I'll make a post about it. Get vocal about it in social media. Like I put a post like, hey, somebody joined my company, here you go. And acknowledge them individually. Everybody wants to feel acknowledged. Don't you agree? Don't you feel good when somebody gives you an acknowledgement, right? So when somebody joins the company, don't take that for granted. I would say give them an announcement, give them an acknowledgement, tell their story. Because other people that see their story are going to resonate with it, and they're going to follow, right? And acknowledge them for that, because I think that's one of the biggest key elements, right? In the beginning, it's just going to be celebrating maybe an open escrow. Maybe it's a new listing that your group just did. But also be a massive advocate of the company, right? We have this EXP Enterprise where we have all of these amazing updates that are things that are happening on the company. They're talking about, the new countries. Thank you, Michael Valdez, right? Damn. Like, seriously, what are we doing? Like 3-4 countries a quarter? Like everything, right? You just be an advocate of the company. Just really be like the biggest promoter. If you could get really good at being a promoter, you could rock EXP. Seriously. So, next thing, that's basically it. Actually, I thought I had another slide. Right, cool. I got one more thing, though. Everything that I do is for impact. EXP really gave me purpose in my life. It really did. Because my whole intention and vision is constantly to be in a position of how I can make a difference in the world. One of the things that I'm hugely grateful for, that I had the opportunity with EXP now, close to $30,000 a month to bring in revenue share already. And this thing is compounding, right? Where else can you have passive income that compounds, that grows, that continues to scale? And this is only getting started, right? So this vehicle can give you the opportunity to do what you're passionate about at a high level. I'm hugely passionate about building homes for families that are homeless. Like, that's what I do. I did 10 homes last year, and we're on target to do 24 homes this year. Thank you so much. But that's basically it, guys. Look, just give it your all. Surround yourself, ask questions, get curious, know the stories, and stay committed to your vision until it manifests, right? Because whatever time frame you think this is going to, I wanted to get to 500 agents within 12 months. I'm like, I'm going to do this, right? It took me a little bit over 2 years. So whatever time it takes is not your business. Your business is to stay committed to the vision until it happens. All right, thank you, guys.
Leo the Lion, everybody.